Hi everyone, I'm Alyssa Geyser. Some of you know me personally, and those of you that do also know that I've been working as a doula for several years now. Maybe I even attended your birth. Um, Eventually, it became pretty clear to me that I need to be serving women and their families in an even greater capacity and go clinical and become a midwife. So I started working for a longtime friend of mine and an incredible midwife, Karen, over at Virgin Midwifery. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want to share with you all three goals that we have for this year, and how you can maybe help us meet some of those goals. So, more and more women are seeking out of hospital midwifery care because their experiences in the hospital were harmful or traumatic or maybe just not what they wanted. Now, we all know that there are times when pregnancy and birth becomes high risks and you need to go to the hospital and receive hospital care. But what the most recent evidence is telling us is that out of hospital birth produces outcomes that are just as good but require remarkably fewer interventions. So, of course, more and more people are making that choice. So, while serving as a birth worker over the years, I've really struggled to find the balance between charging what I'm worth and what I need in order to survive and still remaining accessible to women who want quality care but just can't afford it. So, they could just get on Medicaid and have their births paid for, but this limits their options as far as where they can birth, who they can birth with. And we need more options. We need more midwives. We need to break away from more of the same because our outcomes are getting worse and worse. The United States is performing horribly in comparison to other industrialized countries. So this is where we come in. At Virgin, we offer affordable midwifery care to people who need it and who want it. Sometimes we get paid, sometimes we don't get paid, but it doesn't matter. Everybody gets the best care. Right now, Albuquerque only has one out-of-hospital birth center. So they're doing an incredible job for sure, but that's one is not enough to meet the needs of our city because those needs are ever growing, and I think they're going to continue to grow. So one of our goals at Virgin is to establish a birth house in Albuquerque where all women can come and receive quality, woman-centered, loving midwifery care from trained professionals who are top tier. So that brings us into our second goal, which is to train up midwives. As I have learned the past couple of years, the path to becoming an out-of-hospital midwife is incredibly hard. There is not a lot of structure or support. The guidelines are different in every state. It is so confusing. On top of all of that, there are no student loans. There are no Pell Grants. There are no scholarships. There's nothing available for us as far as financial support goes. So that means that everything we do is 100% self-funded. That's hundreds of dollars for medical equipment, hundreds of dollars for continuing education classes and the workshops that we need and the certifications that we need, thousands of dollars for textbooks, thousands of dollars for just everything that we need. All of our classes, to take our exams, everything is very expensive. So a lot of us are parents and we're working multiple weird little odd jobs because nobody is going to hire someone for a normal steady job where you have to leave at any minute and you don't know when you're going to come back. No one will hire us. So it's really challenging. In order to kind of alleviate some of those problems that we have, Virgin has started a nonprofit called Operation Midwife, and we're providing the structure that students need, just helping people figure out what to do, providing classes, providing supplies, all of that. This is also done incredibly low cost for some people. Sometimes they pay, sometimes they can't. It's the same kind of thing, but we just want to be accessible to everyone. So we have about 6 students right now who are answering the call to serve women and their families, and we want to be the best of the best. So we need the proper supplies and the proper textbooks and all those things. A third goal that we have is to serve overseas. Every 2 minutes, a woman dies from complications in pregnancy and childbirth. Every 2 minutes. So by the end of this video, another woman has died from complications. The horrible part is that 98% of those deaths are completely preventable. 98% of them did not need to happen. That is unacceptable. I can't accept that. When I hear those numbers, I know in my heart that I have to do something. So not only are we wanting to serve the women here locally, but we also want to start serving women globally. And right now, Burgeon has already established a relationship with a clinic in Togo, Africa, and we want to start sending midwives there and supplies there as soon as possible, like early next year, like April of next year is when we really want to start getting that going. So we have big dreams, and we are so small. It is too big for us, and it is too overwhelming. We need God to provide and make a way for us because our resources are very limited. So I do ask that you would join us in prayer for that. Also, I'm asking for money. Let's get real. All of this costs money. We need sponsors. Everything is out of our own pockets right now, and we're realizing that it's just not a sustainable model, and we are calling on our community to help us. So let's talk numbers and see where you might fit into all of this. It currently costs us $20,000 to operate our practice every year. So some of that, of course, is funded by our clients paying us for our services, but we eat a lot of those costs ourselves. If we can just get 32 people to commit to donating $50 a month, or just 16 people to commit to $100 a month, whatever, we can ensure that our doors stay open and we can keep providing quality midwifery care in Albuquerque to every woman who needs it and wants it, even if they can't afford it. Next, we need $12,000 for our student program. That keeps our textbook library up to date. It helps us buy supplies. It helps us pay for our CEUs and exam fees, which, by the way, for just as an example, it costs over $1,000 to take our exam. Just one exam, it costs us $1,000 to do it. Even if we don't pass, it's just to take the dang thing. So we need a lot of help. We have like med school level costs here, but we don't have the resources available to us that a normal med student would. So if just 20 people commit to $50 a month, we can ensure that the students at Operation Midwife have what they need to become the very best. Apart from that, we have travel costs and supplies that we, of course, want to send to our partner clinics overseas. And any additional support we receive would be hugely helpful as we continue to seek out those kinds of opportunities. I mean, it's really at the front of all of our minds. All of us, even if we don't relocate completely, we want to go for a while, a few months, a few weeks, whatever it takes. We just want to go, serve, come back, send more, go, serve, come back. We want that ongoing relationship to happen. So any additional support to help fund that would be incredible. So what is that? Like a little over 50 people giving $50 a month? We can do that. Trying to solve all these problems seems huge and impossible on our own, but when we come together and all contribute just a little bit, there is nothing that we can't do. We can totally do this. It's important. It is important. In the midst of all kinds of uncertainty in our world right now, every single one of us was born. That is for certain. So this matters to everybody. Well, my kiddo's crying, so I gotta go help her. That's all I've got for now. So please like and share this video. Please leave a comment. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you're behind us. We're feeling stranded in the water right now. We need your support. So Please let us know that you're out there, and please consider joining us as a sponsor. Thank you.